Hole number 5 is a par 5. Once again, we have pretty much a straight tailwind. I forgot to screen record here, so we're just getting the replay from the game. But basically, with this amount of tailwind, we can take the bounce on that first fairway out of play and just play it over that, using about 4 bars of backspin, full left spin with a Titan here, maybe a little bit less than that if you are playing with a Kingmaker, less than full left, because you don't want to end up in the rough on the left side, but you also don't want to go too deep down the right side, too deep or especially not too deep down the right side, because those trees get in the way. Then you'll have to use some curl with your second shot, and that will not make it an easy chance for an albatross. You want to leave yourself at least an opportunity for the albatross here, even though it's a difficult hole to find it on. So with this tailwind, it does open up the opportunity for a slice, or a hook shot rather. So I did want to kind of try and see if what we could do here, and so I give this a whirl. I didn't want to use full overpower because I felt like that would definitely shoot it off past into the rough, or possibly into one of those bunkers. And there is a significant amount of danger here. You see these trees. You could easily clip one of those. I'm rather fortunate that I didn't. And even so, it still went really far. It's still going to be a gimme eagle, because from a rough iron from there, you should be able to reach the green fairly easily. So if you are going to try and play that, I would maybe go with full overpower and try and get it further up there, but full left spin and maybe even some backspin to try and keep it on the fairway down further, so you won't have a wood shot for your second shot. You could end up with a long iron or maybe even a short iron if you play it right. But if you do lay up and have the wood, I would recommend the sniper here. There's a little shelf on the green there that if you get it past there, it's going to roll down and funnel near or in the pin. In addition to that, there's some pretty strong tailwind here as well, which is going to extend your ball guide pretty significantly. So use full right spin. If you do go too far into the fairway, you're going to have to use some right curl to get around those trees. Unfortunately, I hit it great left, but it seemed to be a pretty good adjustment. I come in just to the left of the pin, so if you leave it just short and to get it over that shelf and leave it a couple squares short of the hole, your guideline, it should be pretty close. It's going to be take a little bit of luck to find the albatross there, but you should be getting really close every time. I did want to at least show you my second shot from the rough here, just to give you an idea of what it kind of looks like. And you can see that shelf there that'll funnel it back down there. If you use some right spin, full right spin with the berserker here, and then kind of leave it short, just kind of like how I did with the sniper, then that should work out pretty well and at least give you an opportunity. It's going to be a hard one to do with a rough iron, so if you do end up here, just be happy with the eagle. If you manage to find the albatross, then congratulations, but it's obviously it's going to make it much harder playing this for an albatross out of the rough. And I hit it great right. It ends up being about pin high, so the adjustment was decent enough. But yeah, I think we're going to definitely try and play it back, unless we can figure out a different way to hit that slice. We'll play it back how we did with our first effort.